Hello everyone. Today we played the class challenges from the Plague Quarters, which is the second wing of the Curse of Naxxramas. And the two class challenges that we unlocked were the Hunter and the Mage. So as you can see, with the Hunter you start off with 3 web spinners. I threw all 3 of them out and I got 3 more, so I'm pretty sure this is intended. You're supposed to start with 3 web spinners every single match, and I got a 4th one over there. Now this might seem very bad, but knowing how Lotheb works from the regular boss battle, it's not actually that bad, because he has this system called the spores, and you'll see more of that in a second. So from what I can tell, the only way to get different beasts is by using the death rattle of your web spinners, because otherwise you just keep drawing into more web spinners, which is really fun. That's one thing, it's really fun. So there's the Death Blossom, and what that does is when you destroy it, it gives plus 8 damage, 8 or 9, something like that, to all your minions on the board. So as you can see right now, killed him and all my minions got 8 damage. I also have a hyena on the board, which just got killed. And Poison Seeds, which is the new Druid card. And since it killed all my web spinners, that got me all the death rattles, a lot of card draw, and it turned them all into 2/2 Trents. Now another card that Lotheb has is a card which deals 1 damage to the enemy board, and in return summons a spore. Now if he had used that, it would have completely cleared my board, leaving nothing behind. At least this way I did get 5 Trents, which is great, to be honest. So now I finally have some more beasts, some new cards other than the web spinners I had in my hand the entire time. So just getting board control, hitting him in the face when I can, and more or less just waiting for more spores to spawn. Because popping those spores is pretty much, I'm not gonna say the only way to kill Lothar, but 75 health is, you need that extra damage. But as you can see here, I just have such a strong board, and there's nothing you can really play to stop it, unless he had a flame strike, which would clear the board. But other than that, it's really straightforward. There's nothing to it. And yep, just like that, got lethal. That was the first match. The second match is with the Mage, which is a very secret-oriented match. So you're against Hagen the Unclean, whose power is to deal 2 damage to the leftmost minion, and it's at 1 mana here. And as always, they start off with the Death Charger. Very powerful 1-drop, very hard to deal with. I don't want to play anything yet, because I know his hero power is just going to get rid of it. I could have played the Nerubian Egg, but I was waiting to put the Undertaker down first to buff him up as well. And obviously the turn didn't go at all as intended. I was hoping he would pop the Nerubian Egg. But that's fine, it happens. So I now have Mad Scientists, and when they die, they get a secret from your deck, and it puts the secret into play. A really good value, because not only do you draw the secret, but you also get to play the secret for free. It's very powerful in my opinion. And I got 2 secrets from that, which were Mirror Entity and Vaporize, both good secrets. uses Eruption, and that gives me a Flame Imp, which is good because I didn't have to deal with the Battle Cry, and his Death Charger gets vaporized. So all in all, a decent turn. The board is almost balanced again, and that gave me Baron Riverdare, who makes your Death Rattles proc twice. So I'm putting Sylvanas down now. So depending on how the next turn goes, I can use Baron and get both of them, which is exactly what I do right now. I run my Sylvanas into his Doomguard, which procs the Death Rattle twice. So I get both of his cards, which pretty much saves my life. It gives me a chance to win the match. I have a really strong board right now, and he needs direct damage, and he just happens to get a Doomguard. That was a really fun match, but, you know, unfortunately, couldn't win it. So, starting the second Mage match, I really enjoyed the deck. I really liked how you could sort of mess around with the secrets, and it was really interesting. The Hunter challenge was just a different kind of fun, but it was too easy. This one feels a bit more challenging, although still very fun. A lot funner than the first two, which were the Druid and the Rogue. They felt more like standard matches with randomized cards. Felt like arena matches. This one, these decks have very specific themes, and there's a very specific way to play them. So he has clear board control, and I have a secret in play. So playing the Kirintor Mage and putting down another secret for free, I have the Ethereal Arcanist in my hand, and he gives me 2 more card draw and a mana crystal, so that's great. That procs the secret, giving me 2 more Kirintor Mages. I unfortunately don't get to use the charge on that creature, and I end up taking the 3 damage when it dies. That was a very bad mirror entity. So putting down Ice Block and a Nerubian Egg. I was hoping he would kill the Nerubian Egg, but he doesn't. He wastes his Bane of Doom though, which is fine with me, and procs the Ice Barrier. So getting another duplicate, I have a Kirintor Mage in my hand, have an Ethereal Arcanist in my hand, and have a Mad Scientist. So lots of secret potential here. So putting down the first use the Soulfire and waste the coin, which is pretty good for him. I mean, he doesn't need the coins as far into the game, but that gives me 2 more Kirintor Mages. Very useful, obviously, and killing the Alchemist also gives me a secret. And I draw an Undertaker. I have 2 Death Rattle cards at the moment, who are Kharon, Bloodhoof, and the Loot Hoarder. So I try to get all the buffs I possibly can. The Ethereal Arcanist gets buffed by the secret, and he uses his Faceless Manipulator. It's not too bad though, because my creature is going to continue scaling because of my secrets, whereas his will not. So I have a Vaporize in my hand, and I might as well play my second Kirintor Mage because there's no reason not to. I don't get to use its passive, but it's still a good card. It's a 4/3, so I might as well put it in play. Plays a Dread Infernal, which finishes it off, and that leaves me very, very close to lethal damage, but not quite there. And putting down the Sylvanas. He's left at 2 health, so I need just a bit of direct damage. He uses his Eruption combo, he clears my board. and I currently have no direct damage, so just trying to put down what I can. I should have played the Bloodhoof. I was just too close to winning, so I wasn't thinking properly anyways. And this turn is going to be the victory for me. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and take care. See you next time.